Hey everybody, I wanted to go through this problem with you. We're going to map out the cash flows, and then we're going to get the present value of the cash flows, and then we're going to notice the number for just year 5, which is what they asked you. So let's start. They're going to purchase an upgraded flash streaming system, installed cost of $390. So that's an outflow of $390,000 in year 0 for the investment. Cost will be depreciated. So that's not a cash flow. When you buy it, cash goes out. When you spread the cost of that thing you bought as an expense in the income statement, it's not an additional payment. So depreciation is not a cash flow. But the old system can be sold for $18,000, so that's an inflow right away when you buy it because you can sell the old one. Excuse me, the new one can be sold for $18,000. So let's put that 18 in here. And the old one is 5,000. Get enough zeros in there. All right, we're going to generate some tuition. $116,000 a year for each of the 5 years. And then we have to renew a license in year 3. That's an outflow. And then there's working capital. So that comes out at the start of the project and comes back in at the end of the project. And the required rate of return is 12%. All right, so the net cash flow by year, don't include the year in that. So just add all of those up. I'm just going to copy that down. So that's my net cash flow. I need the present value of the net. So year 0, the present value, it's already in present value. For this, I would go up to my function key, pick present value or type present value here, say go and find it. If you're using a Mac, be sure that you have toggled to asking for financial or all categories or you won't find the PV. So the rate is 12%. You can type it in or point to it if it's in a cell. The number of periods is what year you're in. You can type it or I'm going to point to it so I can copy it down. There is no payment. A payment is something that occurs over and over and it's the same dollar amount and equally spaced apart, and we don't have that because our net cash flow varies from year to year. So we're going to tell it as a future value. You would think it knows a future value. We wouldn't have to put a minus, but Excel thinks things in the future are a minus. So we point to our amount, or you can type negative 116,000 in here if you prefer. Type if left blank or 0, it's the end of the period, which is the assumption we're going to use in this chapter. So we just hit OK. And then we should be able to pull it down if I've done a good job, which apparently I haven't. Let's see here. I've got to anchor the interest rate. Or I can do it 5 times and type that interest rate in. Okay, and what they wanted was the present value in year 5. Let me know if you have a question.